10 financial mistakes after retirement in Kenya, and most importantly, how to avoid them. For the last 2 months, I've been working with different organizations across the country, and we have been training employees on retirement planning and financial decision making. And as we were going across the country, and as we went through those sessions, something became very clear, that the same financial mistakes kept coming up over and over again. And we observed this with different people. So different people, different backgrounds, but very similar patterns. And so I decided, instead of keeping this knowledge inside the room, I decided to bring it here. That's why in this video, I'm going to share the 10 most common financial mistakes that I see people make after retirement, but most importantly, how to avoid those mistakes. If you're approaching retirement or you're already retired, this will help you think differently, think more clearly about your money and about the intentions of your money. But let me start with this truth. Many financial mistakes when you are young are painful. Making any financial mistakes when you are young are painful. But making the same mistakes after retirement, now it will damage your life. When you are working, mistakes can be corrected. When you are in your 30s, mistakes can be corrected. Why? Because you still have income, and most importantly, you still have time. But after retirement, things change, and your money has very different role. It's no longer there to grow aggressively. It's not there to multiply. It's there to do one thing: to support your life now that you are no longer working. And that is why this conversation matters. So I'm going to walk you through the top 10 financial mistakes that people make after retirement in Kenya, and most importantly, how do you avoid those mistakes. And it's worth noting that this is not about blaming anyone who has done those mistakes. These mistakes are common. They show that we are human, and they show that there are lessons that we haven't gone through. So once you are aware of these mistakes, now you'll be able to avoid them, because now you are acting from a point of knowledge. Let's begin. Mistake number 1: not changing your lifestyle after retirement. One of the most common mistake retirees make is continuing to live as if their income has not yet changed, when in real sense it has changed. So same spending habits, same social expectations, same lifestyle. But retirement income is usually lower and fixed. So you cannot maintain the same habits, the same social expectations, and the same lifestyle on a lower and fixed income. So many people will underestimate during retirement. Most people will underestimate healthcare costs, medical emergencies, and long-term care needs. If lifestyle does not adjust to income, stress follows quickly. How do you avoid this mistake? Retirement is not a punishment, but it's a new financial season, and you have to align well with that season. And your life must follow your income, not your past salary and not your past status. It has to change. Things have to change, because your finances have changed. They have lowered and they become fixed. Mistake number 2: keeping the same risk level as before. Let me explain. When you are young, volatility is uncomfortable but survivable. But after retirement, volatility becomes dangerous. Many retirees keep too much money in aggressive investment, hoping for growth and forgetting one thing, that they are now withdrawing and not investing. When you are young, when you are working, you want your money to grow because you are investing actively, and you want your income to grow significantly. But when you retire, you start withdrawing. So we are no longer looking at aggressive investment, but we are slowly withdrawing your money. Big losses early in retirement are very hard to recover from. How do you avoid this? It's a mindset shift. And so you have to shift your mindset from growth to preservation and income, because in retirement you're looking at two things: capital preservation and income. You can still have some growth assets, but risk must reduce as withdrawals begin. Mistake number 3: withdrawing retirement benefits quickly. In Kenya today, many people will rush to access their pension or retirement benefits immediately they know that they qualify. This excitement is normal. Everyone gets excited when they have money, but it's an emotion that has to be checked. So the excitement of receiving a lump sum is very understandable, but withdrawing that lump sum too early or without a plan will often lead to poor financial decisions. What will you be doing? Unstructured spending, bad investments, pressure from family and friends. How do you avoid this? Timing is important and timing matters. Before withdrawing, ask yourself this question: how will this money pay me monthly for the next 20 years, for the next 30 years, if you'd be alive? So planning comes before withdrawal. So before any withdrawal, have strategic planning. Mistake number 4: spending too much money too soon. Early retirement years are often the most dangerous when it comes to finances. Let me say that slowly. The earlier years when you've just retired are the ones that are very dangerous when it comes to finances, because you'll always have the need to access that money easily. Why? Because money looks plenty. You have got 3 million, you have got 4 million, you have got 5 million, you have got 10 million. It looks plenty. So people will rush, you will rush to do what? That's the time that you want to renovate your house, or you want to upgrade your lifestyle, or you want to help many people at once. But retirement money must last a very long period of time. So spending this money early, early in your retirement age damages your future income, because remember, this money is supposed to sustain you in later years. So if you spend it in the early month, it will affect the future, and the same money that's supposed to serve you. How do you avoid this? Early retirement requires discipline, not celebration spending. Let income guide your spending and not excitement. Emotions. Keep your emotions in check. Mistake number 5: falling for scams and too good deals. Retirees are one of the most targeted groups for financial scams in Kenya. Let me repeat that and say slowly that retirees are one of the most targeted groups for financial scams in our country. Why? Because they have got money, they have got disposable income, and if they didn't invest well, they have got the FOMO, fear of missing out on this, the promise of missing out, and that's why they get caught. So companies or institutions will promise you guaranteed high returns, and there's nothing as guaranteed high returns. Special opportunities for you, low risk or very high profit margins. These offers will sound attractive on paper, especially when people are worried about income. When you're so worried about the income, how you're going to survive, how you're going to pay your bills, you're most likely to fall a victim of these scams. When it comes to finances, if something sounds too good to be true, it is. It's not true. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's potentially a duck. How do you avoid this? Look for boring investments. Boring investments are often safer as compared to the hype and these investments that promise you high returns. If you cannot clearly explain the following: where money comes from, how returns are generated, and what could go wrong, if you can't explain and give answers to those, run away. Leave that investment, because it's most likely to be a scam. Mistake number 6: cashing out a pension without a plan. Many retirees, as it came out in many of our discussions, they cash out their entire pensions hoping to invest better, hoping to put in a better investment. But you have to understand the role of a pension. Pensions are designed for one thing, to provide long-term income, but not quick gains. So if you cash out this money and put somewhere hoping for quick gain, if it goes wrong, then a better part of your life financially will be affected. So once cashed out, discipline often disappears. When you have money without a plan, your brains take a different direction. And there are things that are beyond your control. Market fluctuation, bad timing, and steady income will be lost. How do you avoid this? Never cash out a pension without clear structure. Let me repeat that slowly. Never cash out a pension without clear income structure. Structure first, withdraw second. Mistake number 7. Paying more tax than necessary. How? Let me explain. Many retirees unknowingly lose money through poor withdrawal planning. And the more you withdraw poorly, of course, the more you pay taxes. Different income sources are taxed differently. This I would love to go deeper, but this is not a topic on taxation, but we'll go deeper in one of the videos. So different income sources are taxed differently. Without planning, what happens is that you may withdraw inefficiently, and you may lose more to tax than necessary. To avoid this, understand that retirement income planning is not just about investment. It's also about how and when you withdraw. Simple planning can save you significant money over a period of time. Mistake number 8. Financially supporting adult children too much. This is a sensitive topic, but it's very real and it's important that we talk about it. Many retirees continue supporting adults, children financially, even when their income is fixed and even when their income is lower. Family pressure is real and cultural expectations are real, but retirement money is limited and it's fixed. Your children have time to recover. Your children have got resources to, basically time, they have time to recover. And you don't have that time. You are racing against time and your income is fixed and on a reducing rate. So you don't have time. To avoid this or to structure this well, only help when you can. Number 2, set a particular amount that I will help up to this limit so that you don't help out too much at the cost of your own security. Support should not destroy your future. Mistake number 9, being house rich but cash poor. Many retirees have got significant wealth that is tied up in property, but very little cash flow. You have a house here, you have got a house there, you have got a house there. By all means, you are very rich in property, but very low in cash flow. Property can look impressive, but it does not always pay monthly. Remember, it does not always pay monthly. It can pay monthly, but it does not always pay monthly. As it does that, as your money is tied up in fixed property, you have got maintenance costs that you have to take care of. They continue. You have got medical bills that are rising. You have got daily expenses that are remain, and you have to take care of them. To avoid this, assets must support life and not just look valuable. So when you're setting up for your retirement, when you're in your 40s and 50s and start setting up for your retirement, know that you need to have liquidity. You need to have cash flow in your 50s and in your 60s so that you will set up in such a way that when those bills and expenses come, you're able to take care of them. So liquidity and income matter much, much more than physical appearance. Mistake number 10, the last one, ignoring health, social, and mental well-being. Health, and this is the most underestimated financial mistake. A healthy person has got many options, things that he can do. But an unhealthy or a sick person has got only one mission in life: to be healthy. So poor health leads to higher medical costs, poor decision making, and increased dependence. Isolation and inactivity reduce quality of life and increase financial stress. To avoid this, understand that health is not separate from finance. Staying physically active, socially engaged, and mentally sharp is a financial strategy in retirement age or in retirement period. So those were the 10 mistakes. They are not tied on stones. There are others that you can explore. To conclude, most retirement financial problems do not come from bad luck. They come from avoidable mistakes, those that we have looked at. Retirement success is therefore not about chasing returns, it's about avoiding errors that will quietly destroy income and your peace of mind. Awareness is powerful. Be aware. Simple planning is powerful. Plan your finances. Calm decisions are powerful. And so that is the video for today, the lessons for today. If this video helped you think differently about retirement, if it helped you to stop and pause and reason, then it has done its work perfectly. If you want clear and honest conversations about money and retirement, subscribe, because that's the only way that you can support our channel and the work that we are doing here. If you are looking for personalized programs or plans when it comes to retirement, if you or your company are looking for that information, reach out to us and we'll be able to work on that. Otherwise, plan wisely, and I'll see you